All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. Just half a second to check the volumes.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Very good, very good. And here we go. You know, I just changed the time of the live stream to 8 o'clock so that hopefully I could get all my ducks in a row and be able to start on time. And then I still can't get it to happen. I just suck. And everybody knows it, so that's all right. This is the layout, kinda, for this large image that I'm going to be doing with the 4 demon hunters and the demon bear. These were just sketches I did in my Sketch-A-Day sketchbook, and I'm going to incorporate them all together into one. And I'm going to continue working on making it happen. But this was kind of how I imagined it. It'll be a little bit different when it's done. The bear, of course, will be a demon bear and so forth. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. I wanted to get the relative size right for this. So, everybody's doing well. I made a trip to the comic book store today, and I was like a kid in the candy shop. Actually, more like a grown adult in a comic book store. But I got a lot of good comics to share with everybody. I'm hoping Avery joins because I got a couple that I think he would absolutely love. And guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit the record. All right, hold on just a second. All right. One of these things where I got to do multiple things at once and not always good at it. All right, there we go. What's happening? Let's wait and go back to this. So, I'm going to make this actually a demon bear, but I want to get the layout kind of the way I want it. So I went by the store today because I had come up with a brain fart of an idea for doing something with the one of the bookshelves that I had created. And turns out I had all the materials already. All I got to do is have the time to go and do it, and I am so looking forward to doing that. I'm thinking about having a sale this weekend, a Father's Day type sale. Like maybe an extra 10% off or something if you mention you're buying something for your dad, even if you're just buying it for yourself. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Let's see. Demon bear look to his face. You see how this is, see how that's working out, you know, that type of thing. What I mainly wanted to do with this particular layout is just get the size right. I think each character was going to be compared to the other characters and so forth. So the goal not necessarily here is not to actually do a final drawing, it's just to get an idea of the size of everything. Let's see how that works out.
What are you doing?
Oh, jeez, you scared the crap out of me, Commodore. I'm looking down at my table. I'm not looking up to see who joins, and you know, I noticed something I do all the time. Whenever I walk behind somebody, I scrape my feet so that they can hear me coming because I hate it when people walk up behind me and scare the shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's all right. It's all right.
I was just playing around.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
So how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's getting better, I suppose.
Oh,
Hey
okay.
there.
What's up, Avery?
What's up?
Oh, I made it by the comic book store today.
Oh my god.
I
I
found
can't
some.
wait to not hear about it.
I found some goodies for you. I found some goodies specifically for you.
Oh no.
Oh, and not only did I find a bunch of goodies, a bunch of really great goodies,
Oh.
I even replaced some of the books that Todd bought yesterday. Spider-Man's, Excalibur's, it was
Nice.
great. Yeah, I went by right after work, and the guy with the 50-cent bins had just finished reloading all of them.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, but
You got the goods.
I got some goods, and I only got to go through maybe a third of the boxes, so there's still plenty of pickings. But Chip was out of bags and boards. I bought the last 100 bags and boards, so even if I go back and buy more, I won't be able to put them on display in my store. So I haven't decided if I'm going to go back.
No, go ahead and get them if they're there. That way no one else. You go ahead and get the books. They can sit there, and you can go get bags and boards someplace else or order them online or something.
You know what's so funny? I keep coming across some of those really great Mark Silvestri X-Men.
Yeah.
And even though I might have 2 or 3 copies already, I still buy them. Because they're so great.
Yeah, I don't have them all. You'll eventually sell them, even if it's to me or Todd, because some of the ones I have, I want to replace.
Yeah.
Because they're not in that great a shape. Because I read those books and went over them. My first issues when I first started buying Uncanny X-Men, dude, are rough. They're in rough shape.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these aren't great shape, but they're still fantastic for how old they are and so forth.
Yeah, they're in better. From what I've seen, they're all better shape than mine.
All right, I can't figure out how to get any of his paws into this picture and incorporate the other characters.
Yeah, all that era, Uncanny X-Men, New Mutants, X Factor. If I don't get them, Todd will, or somebody else will definitely pick them up.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got one today. I never had this issue before, but I'd seen the cover, and I got a copy in the 50-cent bin, and I flipped through it later and went, oh my God, this is gorgeous. It's a Paul Smith Wolverine and Rogue in China, and he fights the Silver Samurai in it.
Oh, see, I definitely don't have that much of the Paul Smith stuff. I've only got a few issues.
Dude, I guess what? I got 2 copies of it.
Nice.
So yeah. One of them is in a lot better condition than the other, but all right.
Yeah, I'll definitely take that off your hands.
I'll put one aside for you.
Hey, this stream is officially not a fail now. You have 1 extra viewer than panelists.
Nice.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Oh, nope. Now you have 2 viewers now.
Oh.
I jinxed you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's usually how it happens. So
I think people like it though when you go through the boxes and we go through a lot of those great older comics from the 80s and 90s, and sometimes late 70s.
That could be a video in and of itself.
Yeah.
That's what I do when, I have a mountain of stuff that I bought before I stopped making videos because just things got busy.
Yeah.
And I need to go through it, and it's all that kind of stuff. I'll probably just set the mound where I make my videos and just start making videos and just every 10 minutes stop. Every 10, 15 minutes stop. And, start making it, and then start recording again and make a new video.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to switch over and start showing you some of these books because I just can't wait to show them to you. They're just fantastic stuff. A couple of modern things in there, but the majority is old stuff. And hey, let me know if my fan gets to be too loud. The AC unit in the back of the room here crapped out yesterday, so I kind of have to be. Huh?
How's my fan?
I can't even hear it. So
I hear a fan, but it's not. You know how sometimes when you hear a fan in the background in the stream, it's awful and it's Like it makes hearing everything else difficult.
All right, do you still hear a fan?
Yeah,
Nope.
I hear a fan, but it's not. I hear a fan somewhere, but it's not bad. It's not drowning anyone out. It's not. It's totally fine.
All right.
So whichever fan I'm hearing, I don't think it's an issue, and I'm wearing headphones. So.
Well, when I asked that question, I turned off my fan. So I guess it's Andrew's fan.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It's so mild in the background; it almost sounds just like static. Like
I don't even hear it.
All right, good. R2D2 for Life says, I call that pound OCBD, Old Comic Book Day. That's a vast majority of my purchases at my LCS. Oh, yes, definitely.
It's hashtag you boomer.
Yeah.
That's
Hashtag. What did I say?
You said pound.
Well, whatever.
that's Andrew's entire little comic shop at the flea market is old back issues.
Yes, yes.
Like
and original art. I mean, original art is
and especially 80s and 90s stuff.
Some of the good stuff. Now, this is half the stack. Okay? So I'm going to...
Well, let me get where I can see.
I like the lenticular. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is... There was a couple issues that I found that I just bought because the cover prices were so, like, there was a Justice League that was like $5.99, and it's like, yeah, I'm picking it up for 50 cents. I've got to do it, you know. This was one of those. So,
Do it.
all right, I'm gonna focus on me so everybody can watch me. But
Okay.
R2D2 for Life says Boomergate. Hashtag Boomergate. That's definitely what we are. Definitely what we are. All right, so you got this Rebirth Flash number 21. This is part of the Button storyline with the lenticular cover. Very cool.
Yeah.
Those don't feel so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC's lenticular covers were so much better than Marvel's. I remember those.
Check this issue out, Avery. I don't think I had this when it came out. This is Punisher War Journal number 9.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Dude, this is Jim Lee.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
This is Jim Lee. It's not great Jim Lee,
No, it's early Jim Lee when he was
But-
learning to be great.
but it's very cool. It's very cool just flipping in through this. Then I got a Punisher Warzone. This is John Romita Jr.
They don't do this anymore, but they used to. They used to take a really a good artist, a new up and comer who was good, put them on a book with a single character like Punisher that was like a lower or mid-tier book, and then put them on the monthly grind. And after a year or two of doing that, they're ready for the big books.
You know, I just realized.
They've become an animal.
Yeah, I just screwed up. This is actually Mike Manley. He took over for John Romita Jr. So this isn't John Romita Jr., but that's okay.
Yeah,
Excalibur number 3. One of the ones Todd bought.
cool.
X-Men Infernos, issues 240 and 242. I know I have at least 2 copies of this.
Yeah,
But for 50 cents,
What kind of shape are those in?
they're in great shape.
I'll take them.
Corners and everything.
Because mine, that's when I started reading. In mine, all up and down the spine, you have all those white line creases.
Yeah, you don't
All the
see
way up.
very few of these at all
Yeah,
on some of
well,
these.
mine are. It's just.
Yeah.
It's like a river map.
We have Tales of the Teen Titans.
Cool.
The New Titans, this is actually issue number 3. This is when they relaunched it with the nice paper. This is great George Perez stuff. I mean, look at this. Can that guy draw rubble or what, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Gorgeous book. My brother-in-law is looking for the Secret Wars. I picked up a couple of those issues. This is issue 12. This is Mike Zeck, man.
I know. I have very poor condition reader copies of the first couple issues.
I never read this series, to be honest with you. And this
It's
is just
okay. It's done just to sell the toys. It's stupid, but look at it for nostalgia purposes.
oh yeah.
It's fun and the art's really good.
Here's an issue of Headlopper. This is issue 3 of 4, which was originally $5.99. To pick it up for 50 cents, I mean, that's awesome.
It looks like the Adult Swim style, like in Gornat. What was it? Something of Barbaria.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Andrew McLean, he's pretty good. He's gotten a lot better and a lot more famous. I actually have an original Batgirl sketch from him that's fantastic. I got it from him when he was only charging like $30 for his sketches. Now he's charging like $200 a sketch because, I mean, the demand for his sketches are up there. This was an issue of Iron Man that I didn't realize was in this bad a condition, but I mean, it was only 50 cents. But it was just an old issue. Bob Layton. I mean, it's a fantastic looking issue, but the cover is just all ruined.
It's the kind of thing for 50 cents I would pick up.
Yeah. We got another Teen Titans, new Teen Titans with Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, who's fantastic.
Yeah.
Transformers Headmasters, number 2 of 4-issue limited series. You know what's so funny about this? I was flipping through it, and I'm like, this reminds me of the Godzilla movie. Too much humans. Not enough robots. You know, too much humans. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. All right. We got Fantastic Four, number 275. This is the one. This is the John Byrne issue where a sleazy photographer gets some topless pictures of She-Hulk, and she goes to war with the guy trying to get him back and ends up just giving up because she can't beat him. And then when they printed the book, whoever did the colors changed it to like a Caucasian woman, so it doesn't even look like She-Hulk. That's just a funny part of the story. This was a Justice League Rebirth issue number 2, just because. You got John Byrne. John Byrne, Superman, Man of Steel, the limited series issue number 2. This is a fantastic series.
Well, it does look amazing.
Yeah, I got Deadly Class. This one of the guys that comes in regularly likes Deadly Class, and I think this is an issue I didn't have, so he'll pick that up from me.
Yeah.
Low, which if you've never seen Low, this is fantastic. The art is just mesmerizing and how great it is. I have a whole bunch of these issues. One of these days, somebody's going to find them in my store and buy them all up. But just fantastic art. Reborn. This is number 2. This is one of the Kare Andrews alternate cover. I don't know if it's worth any money, but
now, would you consider your business an LCS or an LCS flipper?
I don't know. I don't know if that's an actual term or not, but
well, it is now.
Yeah, well, I go to other stores and go to other people and buy books and put them in my store, and I usually don't flip them for very much. I just look for the stuff I like, you know.
You have a curated collection.
Yeah. Well, I have my own collection that's kind of mixed in with all this stuff. So
yeah.
R2D2 Flay says, "Where's your store again?" It's here in Jacksonville, Florida. There's a flea market off of Beach Boulevard that we have a unit in there, Unit C15. That's where our store is located. We're open Saturdays and Sundays, and just love it. I love having a store. This is
pretty
good. Yeah.
I'm usually open by 10 o'clock, and I'm usually the place is open from 9:30 to 5, but I usually don't stay till 5 because it gets kind of hot in the day as the day goes on. But usually 2, 3 in the afternoon. I mean, there comes a point where it starts to die down traffic-wise, and that's usually when I'm packing it up and going home. So, Avery, check this out. I picked up these 5 issues of Guardians of the Galaxy just because it was old Valentino. Turns out Valentino didn't do any of the interior art. He just did the covers for these 4. But the first 4 are kind of forgettable. But I noticed on this one,
pretty quality prints. Damn.
This one here, it's Texiera.
What
Valentino.
Year is that?
What's that?
What year is the print?
92.
Oh, that looks pretty good for the time.
But Avery, check this out.
Yeah, comics looked that bad back then, the way they say they.
The cover was drawn by Valentino and inked by Mark Texiera. The interiors were all done by Texiera. I had no idea he did a fill-in issue for Guardians of the Galaxy.
I didn't either.
This is so fantastic. This is awesome. This is really, really, really fast, sloppy, the best Texiera, you know?
When I'm saying they look bad in artwork, I mean they like the materials.
Yeah, it doesn't. The way they talk about it today to discourage people from wanting to go back to this type of printing, like, no, it looks awful. It's like, no, it doesn't. It looks great.
Yeah. Well, it still look better in glossy.
Yeah, but to bring the price down on floppies.
Don't copy that floppy.
Yeah. Ben Henderson is here in Jacksonville as well. I know he used to go to one of the other comic stores we used to go to regularly. I'm not sure if he still does or not, but
Yeah, I've ran into Ben a couple of times at the comic shop.
Here's another issue of Low, issue number 9. This is just gorgeous. I picked that up. I picked these up mainly for me because I like them. Here's Secret Wars number 11. Another New Teen Titans, issue 22, 20 and 22. Avery, look.
Oh, I have that one. But
you have this one? Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it because the one I have might be in better shape.
Oh, this is in gorgeous shape. This is an absolute gorgeous shape. But yeah, I saw this and I wasn't sure what issue numbers you needed. But trust me, I've got more coming.
I have that one, but yeah.
Okay.
I have all of them.
We have Uncanny X-Men 249.
You gave me number 2.
I did? Okay.
Yeah, that number 2 you gave me is number 2 in that series.
Okay. Number 2.
239. Another Teen Titans. Now check this out. I have seen this cover before, Avery. This Punisher issue. This is Mike Mignola with Kevin Nolan inks on the cover. But guess who did the interior art?
I don't know. Tell me.
It was penciled by David Ross, but inked by Kevin Nolan.
Oh, cool.
The whole interior is Kevin Nolan, and this is some of his really crazy old days. Yeah, this is just this is gorgeous.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
When Kevin Nolan inks something, it looks like Kevin Nolan drew it.
Yeah, this was an issue. Yeah, this was an issue of G.I. Joe that I picked up. It's all beat up to hell, so I don't. This may end up going into the trash because it's all messed up. But I only paid 50
cents. May want it.
Nah, I doubt it. It does not live up to the standard of what I want in my store. Let's just put it there. Excalibur number 2. Tokyo Ghost number 2. Ooh, Amazing Spider-Man number 327.
Oh man.
This is an Eric Larson issue. This is during the Acts of Vengeance in which the bad guys switched up who was going after who. But it's also when Spider-Man got cosmic. He got Captain whatever it is, the power of cosmic. And he was able to defeat Magneto because he had that power cosmic. Here's a Detective Comics. This is when Detective Comics switched over to Batwoman. And these issues, some of them are actually worth it, but I picked these up mainly because Batwoman is kind of in the pop culture zeitgeist right now, and people may be looking for stuff that has Batwoman in it. But this is also J.H. Williams II art, so I mean it's fantastic art.
What, Batwoman's having a movie or something?
She's got an awful TV show.
A TV series, yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, now check this out. It's
a shame because the character looks really cool.
This is a Green Lantern issue. This is back. If anything is like 50 cents or less, I usually pick it up just for the hell of it. But this is one where it has the Omega Men in it, and I don't know. I doubt this is the first appearance of the Omega Men because I think they appeared first in a Teen Titans issue. But I'm gonna have to look, because it says here who are the Omega Men. So there's a possibility this might be an early appearance. And then check this out, Avery. This is a Detective Comics issue with Batman versus Killer Croc. And it's 60 cents here. So this is 83. But this is Dan Jurgens, Dick Giordano art. It's just fantastic. Oh, yeah, this is such a nice looking book, too. I got to check and see if it's actually worth anything, but that's on my list. Oh, Avery. This is something I bet if you didn't know it existed, you probably never knew what it was. This is a issue of King Conan. This is a double-sized issue. This is, what year is this?
When the Silvestri?
Well, Conan O'Brien.
You were, yes. Mark Silvestri did the art.
It might be one of the ones I have because I picked up I don't know if I have that one or not because I remember when Tony was going out of business, I cleaned out.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I never knew Mark Silvestri did Conan.
Yeah,
he did like a fantastic impersonation of the Buscema's, you know?
Yeah.
I saw this and I saw his name on the side of the cover and went, holy crap. So I picked it up thinking you might like it. So.
I might have it. I'm not sure, man, because I haven't sat down and read those Conans yet.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like Teen Titans and Avengers. I'm waiting till I accumulate an extremely large amount of them. Then like binge read.
Yeah. This is one of the original Star Wars from Marvel Comics. This is issue 15. This is one of the. They did a.
I used to get those every once in a while when I was a little kid.
Yeah, they had an alternate printing had the diamond, the black diamond, the white diamond. They're worth the same as the regular edition, but they were.
The shape of the Star Destroyer makes it look like it's really long rectangular because of perspective.
Yeah, well, this is Carmen Infantino art.
Oh, cool.
And he did some really weird faces for some of the main characters, attempting to do, look at this. That doesn't really look like Han Solo, but I mean.
Maybe it's not supposed to because of Harrison Ford's likeness. Maybe he owns it.
I don't know, but this is a really nice issue.
Deals or something,
Oh, here it is, Avery.
Oh, yeah.
Uncanny X-Men number 173. Now, I have seen this cover before, but if you had asked me and you said, hey, there's an X-Men cover where it's black and it has Wolverine running at you and there was a female X-Men in the background, who was the female X-Men? I would have told you Kitty Pryde. I had no idea. I don't remember it being Rogue, but it was. But this is during one of the times, this is like the 80s, early 80s, 83 is this, where Paul Smith, just fantastic work for Chris Claremont. Like I said, this issue, he fights the Silver Samurai. This is like Frank Miller stuff, Yep. Gorgeous. Oh, hey, Ahmed, how's it going? He says, hey, are you going to see Men in Black International? I've heard it's good. We'll have to see. It's on my list. It's opening this weekend. It's something I'm hoping to check out. But I'm not in any rush, really. This is 224 of Uncanny X-Men. Silvestri picks up the art. This is right before the Fall of the Mutants. And
I'm not sure if I have that one or not. I don't remember. I don't think
it's a good one. Let's see. Web of Spider-Man number 37. This just had like a really nice looking cover. This is 88. And the art is Steve Gerber or Geiger. But I just love that cover.
Oh, yeah.
Wind strikes the slasher. Yeah. All right, R2D2, take it easy, man. Appreciate you coming by. Let me see what else I got here. All right, here's the other stack. I went a little crazy, but I had a good time.
You got a whole nother stack. Holy.
Oh, yeah. I love that cover, that Web of Spider-Man cover.
The Sienkiewicz cover. This is a much-loved issue.
I love it. It looks so minimalistic and very grungy.
Cindy Martin pencils with Steve Leola inks. I don't know who Cindy Martin is, but
looks good.
Interesting. And here's, like I said, I got 2 copies of this.
Yeah.
One of them has a bent back corner, so I mean, now this is one I found. I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but Superman. This was a 35 center. So anything under 50 cents, I'm willing to pick up if it's in good condition. This is not bad. This is 1978. So it's not a bad condition book. It looks great.
41 years old.
That's right. We got the Hobgoblin. This is a McFarlane Spider-Man issue number 6. This is one of the ones that Todd bought. Don't tell him. And I got a bunch of Incredible Hulks in here. This is a 275.
I picked up some of those too when Tony was out of business.
This is, it's quite possible some of these came from Tony. So, Sal Buscema art, layouts, and so forth. So, I'm looking forward to getting to read some of these, as I never read any of these. These were way before me. This is 214 Uncanny X-Men. This is, what's his name on art? I can't believe I'm blanking.
Barry Windsor Smith?
Barry Windsor Smith, yes. This is the Barry Windsor Smith Malice issue.
Oh, very cool.
Very cool. Very nice one, too. Dazzler number 2. Dazzler was in the most recent X-Men movie, because Mike and Jen and I went and saw it. And she didn't have any speaking lines. She was singing in the background, and that was it. They did absolutely nothing with her.
Oh.
It's like, what a waste, But look at that. This art.
Yeah, that's cool. Who drew that?
Let's see. John Romita Jr. pencils and Alfredo Aloha inks. This doesn't look like John Romita Jr., but you know what?
It's from before he broke his arm.
Yeah.
Why did he get better after he broke his arm?
That's when his style changed.
He got simpler, I think.
Yeah, like he broke his wrist or something, and it doesn't work quite as well anymore. So that's when his style changed. If you look at his first run on X-Men in the early '80s, and then that second run of X-Men he did like way after Jim Lee in the mid late '90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's his styles like they're way radically different. Like they're unrecognizable.
What a shame.
This is X-Men #2. I know I've sold most of those, but the color on some of these books is
well, you can still be simpler and look better, I guess. Maybe like as he got, more, I guess proficient in a simpler style. I guess it would have been more evolved, but still simple.
He lost the range of motion, so he couldn't draw like his dad.
Yeah. But he made up for it. He's got a style that Oh, I would love to find these books. The Legion of Night by Will Portacio. Yes, this was like a 2-issue series.
Yeah, I don't have those either. But yeah, but that would be cool.
Yeah. This is one that's interesting. Blue Beetle #1. I had a copy of Blue Beetle #1, and one of the other dealers bought it from me, and that's all he wanted was #1. And I was like, well, and I went and I looked, and issue #1 guides in really good condition for like $12, but I found another copy. So, I mean, I may put it up on the shelf and put a couple bucks on it, but I think it's because it retells his origin, because this is right after DC got the rights to him and all, 86, so pretty good. Here we go, Avery. This is what I wanted to show you. Phantom Stranger #1 and 2.
Now, is the Phantom and the Phantom Stranger the same guy?
No. Phantom Stranger's totally different.
All right.
But this is Mike Mignola.
Character, do not steal.
This is gorgeous Mike Mignola stuff. Did you say you had these or no?
I have something from that series. I don't know which one. If it's one of those or not, I can't.
Well, check and see. But I have 1 and 2 put aside for you.
I can't just go check and see.
Well, not you don't have to do it right now.
No, like even to check and see, I'd have to go through hundreds of books.
Oh, you big baby! All right. So Incredible Hulk.
For 50 cents, it's not worth checking. I'd just rather give you the 50 cents.
Who said I was selling for 50 cents, man? I just give it to you. I don't care. That's fine.
I'd rather just give you the 50 cents and be like, yeah, I'll take them.
No, I'll just give them to you. All right, issues 287, 88, 89, and 90 of the Incredible Hulk. These were all Sal Buscema's issues.
Very cool.
Very nice, very nice. I think Sal did all 4 of them. Yep.
That's the stuff to go back and read, man. All the stuff from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that we didn't read.
Yes, 83.
They can wreck stuff all they want. We've got decades of back issues.
That's right. Batman. This is Batman from 82.
Mm-hmm.
This is
some of those Batman and Detective Comics from the late 70s and early 80s.
Don Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of the guy, but it's not bad. Mephisto versus X Factor. This is John Buscema.
Oh, cool.
This book is gorgeous. I'm hoping to find more of the issues, because I remember when this series came out, it was very mature for its time, but very nice. Here's another Secret Wars. This is issue #3. Caliber #6. This is an issue of Wolverine. This is one of those issues Mark Silvestri did, but the inks are so heavy on this, it's almost to the point where you lose so much detail for the inks are so heavy. Who did the inks? Hold on a second.
Well, I guess
Dan Green inked it.
So. It adds a bit more surrealism, doesn't it?
Well, it kind of. We've seen Mark Silvestri up to this point being very detailed and very,
Dan it's his normal inker.
Yeah, I know, but it almost looks like he inked with a Sharpie pen, and not, it's just too thick. But
extra thick.
Yeah, no. Trust me, I know all about inking with a Sharpie pen. Done it enough times. We got another Secret Wars.
He probably did do that.
Spawn #10 with
that.
This is the issue that who is it? Dave Sims helped with the story, and he put Cerberus in the story. But this is the one that you guys have probably seen, this double page splash where Spawn goes into like this this prison, and there's all these characters like reaching out and going, "Injustice, save us," and it's all these Marvel and DC characters. You know, he's kind of trying to say something. You know.
No.
Check this out, Avery.
Pound sand.
Great cover.
Here, live.
Yeah, this is the one right before. This is the one I think this is the one they recently. Maybe not. Maybe this wasn't the end. This is the next to the end where he gets out of the grave. But this is all gorgeous Mike Zeck art. Oh, and I found one of these. If I can find the rest, this would be so awesome.
Oh yeah, I have the trade, and I know I have the first issue still in a bag, and I may have the first issue unbagged, signed by Mignola.
Really? Well, this is so pretty. Well, I'm glad I picked up a copy. Another Batman Detective Comics with Batwoman. Is this not probably one of the most classic Wolverine covers? But the inside is
I think
John Buscema.
They used that art for the Wolverine game at the time.
Yes, I remember seeing it. But yes, this is a very classic. You know.
Very simple too.
Ahmed says, "Wolverine, I'm in." Yeah. I picked these up just with you in mind, my friend.
Yeah, I like it. It's very simple. It's not too like over flashy. It's just like, you know, it's there.
Now this is an early issue of Marvel Team Up, 25 cents, so worth picking up. Spider-Man and Killraven, you know. Art by Sal Buscema. I got a lot of Buscema stuff in here, you know.
Sal and John Buscema were machines. They could break books out.
This is a little beat up old copy, but it's still nice. We got here's one. Teen Titans. Who's the father of Cheshire's child? I know the answer to that. I know it.
Oh no.
Cool issue. And this was a really beat up old book too. Also another Buscema book. This is John.
Yep.
But Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle #2. It's really, really beat up. I don't know if these are worth anything, but it looked nice.
It's the kind of thing I'd take off your hands if you did.
Yeah, I know. Justice League of America 242. This is an 85.
Because I just want books like that are readable and like I can enjoy the art. They don't have to be like mint.
Yeah, this one's double sized because it has a preview of Mask in it, which very cool. This is the Justice League #1 for originally $5.99. This is a Brian Hitch issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for 50 cents, I can't pass it up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just to sit back, because I didn't get this when it first came out, so I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it.
So when they switched to all glossy?
They switch back and forth all the time.
Really?
This is kind of the cover is glossy, but the later issues weren't as glossy, so.
Oh.
I
mean, like if you try to buy a new comic, like the internal pages aren't newsprint. You're like, when did they stop doing newsprint for the middle pages?
It was in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, something like that.
Is when some stuff was switching, I think, in the late 90s.
Check this out. An Amazing Spider-Man. This is a Larson.
Improving the paper in the 90s.
An Eric Larson with the Punisher.
They probably bought their own paper companies.
This is something for Ahmed. Drax #2. I know I sold him issue #1 while I picked up a copy of #2. I don't think he has this one, so I'll put that one aside. Uncanny X-Men 279. This is a Kubert one, Andy Kubert. Andy Kubert did some work. He did some work on an Avengers title, and when I saw it on the stands, I remember picking it up, going, "Oh my gosh, this guy's going to be as famous as Jim Lee someday." And I didn't realize that he was Joe Kubert's son. So I mean, he's famous just for being born, you know.
You drew stick figures. It's okay.
This is a Thor annual #12. I don't know how old this is. 1984. It just looked nice. Pencils by Bob Badansky.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's it's a nice issue. I don't know if anything happens in it, but you never know. It might be worth some money. We got an Amazing Spider-Man 286. Gang War Part 3. Who's the artist on this? Alan Kupperberg.
Did you say Kuckerberg?
Kupperberg.
Oh.
K-U-P-P. Cup.
Oh, I thought
Cup.
you'd make. Okay, I thought you'd make fun of Zuckerberg.
No. So this is a cool looking one. This is 278 of X-Men. This is who did the art? Paul Smith, guest penciler. Oh, really? Huh. Very cool. This is much later Paul Smith, so it's still nice. Very cool. Got an Iron Man issue, number 199. I don't know how old this one was. 85, I guess. But Herb Trimpe art. So definitely worth the read. And then I picked up, this is an issue of Uncanny X-Men 232. The Brood is back.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
And whoever had this one before put it in one of those Mylar bags. So I said, screw it, I'm just going to keep it in that Mylar bag. But yeah, this is my recent finds at the store. So I bought brand new bags and boards. I'm going to put them all in bags and boards, and hopefully I'll be able to incorporate them into the store this weekend. And Ahmed, just so you know, I'm going to have a sale this weekend. It's going to be a Father's Day weekend sale, and extra 10% off. All you got to do is say that you're buying it for your dad. Get extra 10% off, and that's off everything, including dollar books. That'll be my pitch for this weekend, if anybody's interested. So what do you think? Pretty good stack, huh? Yeah, this one X-Men here is just gorgeous. I'm loving it. But this was before this issue was well before me. This was 83. I didn't start collecting till like 85. So this is one of those treasures that you find later on and just blows you away with what they were doing, you know. Snap, slash, shtick, shutting, whatever it is. What's the noise? Schnicked. Yeah, something like that. Fantastic. So, all right. Yeah, I'll probably. I bought 100 bags and boards. My wife will be putting it. She likes to help me out by putting the bags and boards together. So I'll be bagging and taping these tonight. I don't know about you guys, but as a comic collector, I love bagging boarding comics. It's not a chore, it's something fun. So
well, I imagine it would be a chore if you did it all day.
Yeah, it would be. But I get to sit down, I get to look through every issue again, bag them up, I get to carefully put them in the bag, tape them down. And I have a way of taping it that I like to tape the bags. I don't know if I used to fold the bottom of the tape over so that it made a little tab. But what I've done now is, it makes it go faster, is you put one piece of tape diagonally this way and one piece of tape diagonally this way. That way, if you pull from the side, the piece of tape will come up without you having to rip the tape or the bag. It's just how I like to do it. I don't like it when people put them straight up and down, because that screws it up. But yeah. And I got a couple things I'll put aside for you if you're interested. I know I got a Deadly Class in here, and I've still got a whole bunch of other stuff that I got to bag and board. So there'll be more stuff coming this weekend. So hope to see you there. All right. Enough about comics. Now let's talk Legos.
All right.
This is when Avery can ditch. I'm just kidding. Don't leave me, Avery. I need you.
Unless it's not Peeps.
No. No more Peeps. We're going to take a break from the Peep Show for a little bit. That last one got a little vulgar. I made it into a separate video, and I just haven't posted it yet because...
what were you eating?
We were eating the sweet tarts, but you guys were going a little crazy.
We had to do something. Like you forced our hand.
Forced my hand. Whatever. So, my friend Jason, who is also a collector of Legos, sent me a message that this new blister pack was showing up at Target. This is the Lego City set 30365 for the space satellite. And it says inspired by NASA's spacewalks. It's kind of cool. This is a really cool little set. And I went by my local Target, found one, and I'm going to put it together. And I kind of have I haven't told Mike this yet, but I thought about hanging this above the Harry Potter display, kind of like a Muggle, astronaut flying over the. I know. Okay.
What? What are you babbling about?
There needs to be like a PC like Harry Potter where Muggles a slur.
Well,
That's ableist. It's an ableist slur. It's like saying cripple.
It's a hate crime.
It's hate speech.
It's like hate facts. How is it that's like, how can there be such a thing as a hate fact? The statement's either true or it's not.
Oh my gosh, the face on the minifig has a goatee.
Oh gods.
Yep.
Or does it?
Yeah, it does.
Or is it a Van Dyke?
I don't know what's the difference.
Let me see.
Oh, you can't see it. It's really, really light.
Oh.
But
And you can't say that word. You can say Van Lesbian.
No, oh.
Dude, you're gonna get me demonetized.
Who, me or Avery, or both?
You're not even.
I know.
I think just saying the word demonetized gets you demonetized.
Yeah.
Really?
I think the Nersy word will too.
Yeah, well.
Nerd.
Ahmed says no more peeps. Is that a question?
They're even deleting and getting rid of people who have like educational documentaries about. It's like
About what?
Nersies.
I don't know what you're saying.
Type
Type it in.
Oh yeah. That's it.
Nersies. World War II stuff.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say the word because, like they've gone that crazy.
Lobster Johnson goes hunting them.
Yes.
Yes.
Hellboy punches a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah. So is Captain America.
My my good friend Jason also. No, actually, no. It wasn't my other good friend. I have a bunch of good friends, but my friend Rich shared with me the steelbook case, Best Buy steelbook case for the new Hellboy feature film, and the cover art is by Mignola. So I'm like, okay, cool, sold. I'm getting it. I got to get it just based on that.
Yeah.
By the way, I have not picked up Captain Marvel yet.
Oh wow.
I kind of have to wait till.
Why are you depriving yourself?
I know. I hate to say it, but I gotta have money first.
No, you don't.
It's one of those things. I gotta have money.
We've got to have money.
That's what I want.
God, I can't do a what's his name? His name. I'm drawing a blank on his name. I know his voice, but I forget his name.
You're killing me. I have no idea who you're talking about. Hey, did you hear Facebook is going to
Tony J.
What?
Tony J.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, he's the guy that ran the asylum in Beauty and the Beast. He's also the judge in Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and he was also in Anubis and Gargoyles.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take your word for it because I have no idea about anything.
Oh, he had a great voice. He had the voice of God.
Oh yeah.
Like the Gargoyles cartoon?
Yeah, there's like Anubis.
I don't remember Anubis. I just mostly remember the first season. It was a pretty good show. I remember Macbeth.
All right. There's a couple extra pieces, but you have this this satellite. That's cute. Nice little satellite. So this is very. I'm gonna go and drop it.
There you go. I posted the link.
I could put a little fishing line from it and hang it up, so it's like zooming over the Harry Potter Hogwarts. And then we have the space astronaut, the spacewalk astronaut with a wrench, because obviously he needs a wrench. And I really like the gold headpiece here. Very cool.
Anyway, I posted a link up for Tony J.
I recognize that voice. Yeah.
Yes, he had a great voice, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's a cool little set.
He had that kind of a smoker voice.
If everybody gets an opportunity, they should go out and they should pick up this set because it's very cute.
No.
Very nice.
No. Bad. Legos are bad.
Yeah.
Legos aren't bad.
I sent Andrew a video one time of this guy just jumping barefoot into like a tub of Legos. I was like, I hope you should make this kind of Lego video.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yes.
We have an extra control panel.
I used to tell him, like, I hope you step on a Lego. Dude, this guy jumped into like a bin of Legos barefoot in this one video.
I would be like, my feet are calloused, bring it on.
Oh, dude, like the bottom of your feet would have to be like leather.
Oh wow, look at these. I guess there's a new series of sets coming out for Lego. These NASA ones. There's a play set with a launch rocket. There's a space shuttle, and very nice. Hey, I love your art, man.
Yeah.
It says, don't get demonetized or age restricted. Well, that'll happen if I keep eating Peeps. So
yeah,
we gotta stop eating Peeps.
I gotta sell this Starfire and Raven.
Yeah, anybody out there interested in that stuff? We only got 3 viewers, and I'm probably one of them. So
yeah,
it's all right. Oh, I think in my live stream Monday, Lorenzo mentioned wanting my Raven, but I never did follow up with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still take it to the store and put it on display at the store. You know? I could always do Lorenzo another one if he really wants it. But I like your Starfire and I like your Raven. You should let me put them up in the store and see what happens.
No.
Hey, what do you think of third-party Legos?
Michael doesn't mind them. I'm a Lego purist.
Yeah.
So.
He's a snob.
You support the Lego monopoly.
Ahmed, my name's Andrew. Avery's the other guy in the chat. He keeps calling me Avery. He says, Avery, have you gotten the Captain Marvel on Steelbook? No, Avery would never buy Captain Marvel on Steelbook. Ever.
Oh, dear God, no.
No. It's okay. It's okay. What did you share? Hold on.
Trek Warriors.
What is this?
Oh, they have a sorting hat. It's 30 cents.
Oh, that thing that's just that voice actors are real for that voice.
Oh, Tony J, right. Yeah, you remember his voice? Hello, McFly.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm looking at your link for these fake Legos.
Hey, they're real. They're just not branded.
Yeah, well,
they're Lego compatible.
I understand, but I'm not buying. I'm like I said, I'm a purist.
Nah.
I want all my Legos to be Legos.
Oh, see, I would like if I was a little kid playing with Legos, I would like these.
Or if you're buying them for your kids and you don't want to spend a fortune on them, and you don't want to, yeah.
I would like these. See, like the point of Lego is to make your own fun and make your own thing. So, like if I had Lego sets that were like the Millennium Falcon or something from some movie, and I was a kid, if they had that stuff around when I was a kid, I never would have built the thing on the box. I would have taken those and things and combined them with other regular Legos and made my own thing.
I wonder if you could just get Lego schematics for it and just like order the bricks.
They usually have something proprietary that's like a unique shape that just snaps on.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well, I wonder if you can just get the proprietary shape. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Like say, I'm missing a piece.
Yeah. You'd probably have to find someone selling it. But there probably is like dealers selling the individual pieces to people that lose them.
Yeah, they don't really have serial numbers, or I mean, not serial numbers, model numbers for each piece.
I know there's people selling other parts to toys. There's people that sell the individual parts to these designer toys. Because people do custom builds. They buy the $200, $300 figure, then they customize it even more. And it's crazy. They'll repaint them, buy different accessories, custom-made accessories that look even better sometimes. It's nuts.
$25 for one figure on the Brick Warriors. Wow, that's pretty expensive. It's just a dang pirate.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Oh, you're saving $25, so it was priced for $50.
See, most of these are like 75 cents, $2.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry I've been mute for a while. My daughter asked me for a stamp, and I am digging all over my desk trying to find stamps. I have no idea what I did. I just bought a package of 10. Oh.
If I'm gonna spend this much on a damn Lego figure, I might as well get a real figure. Damn.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but you'd be surprised how much real Lego figures actually go for, man.
They're just damn figures. Like, how much do you pay for your figures?
He buys them when they come out, so whatever the retail is.
Yeah.
What's the usual retail?
Well, if you're buying a single figure, they're usually about $4.
Yeah.
But you don't always know what you're getting because they come in blind packs, so I always know what I'm getting.
Well, I guess the third party one's like a bit more interesting. You know?
Well, the only reason why Mike would buy a third party one is if Lego didn't already have it.
Well, something interesting with third party, like there's a fan base of people that buy toys that always buy third party, they never buy first party. Do you know what fan base that is?
What's that?
Nerf.
Nerf?
Yeah. There's a lot of like Nerf people that like buy like third party Nerf darts and Nerf blasters. They say the official stuff is garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, Fearful Milk, how's it going, man?
I could believe it. They bought the generic copy.
Well, it's not. Well, here's the thing. There's some proprietary Nerf stuff, like the Nerf ball darts. Those are still proprietary. They're still like patented for another 10 years or so. So, like, if there's gonna be like a clone of that, it's gonna be a counterfeit blaster. It's just that's so they can get around the patents. It's a lot easier to break the law by violating the patents if you're gonna break the law again while counterfeiting it. So they sell it as an official one. So it means it's gonna be garbage though.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of fake toys out there, but I don't think I've ever seen fake Nerf stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's out there.
It's just Nerf compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think of stuff as like fake and legit. Think of stuff as compatible.
Well, that's like with Legos. Legos are very expensive, and that's why I think people
like you're not a PC guy, but like when PCs like came out in the 80s and like it was IBM, and then there was IBM compatibles or IBM clones, and the IBM clones outsold IBM.
All right, Ahmed asked me a question. He asked if I've gotten the Captain Marvel on Steelbook. I said, not yet, but by the time I see you on Saturday, I'll have it. Matter of fact, if you guys want to come by the store, I'll have Captain Marvel playing in the store.
Put it in a shredder.
And you know what I'll do? I'll put it on an endless loop. That way it plays over and over. No, never mind. I'm just kidding. I won't do that to y'all.
That's just cruel.
Yeah, I know.
That's a hate crime.
That's called abuse of my customers. Is that what you're saying? Hey, Eagle, how's it going? Eagle 43 in the house.
What up?
All right. Yeah, now we're getting ready to close down anyway, so. All right, I did a little bit of sketching. We went through a lot of comics. Ooh, ant. An ant on my table. We went through a bunch of comics, and I put together a Lego set. So, I mean, it was a very productive evening. Very productive.
Oh, man.
What you working on right now, Avery?
I was working on a page.
Of Hero?
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, when Avery's done with the second volume, it's going to be so fantastic. It's going to take a little while, but it's going to be fantastic.
Does anybody in the audience write creepy short stories? If so, message me on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Why, you want to make a comic out of it?
No, thinking about, well, part of the things for my channel, like, have you seen all the spooky channel story? You know, the spooky story channels where they read.
Oh, you want to read creepypasta?
Yeah, but I want to read original stuff.
Uh,
I don't want to read stuff that everybody else has.
Holy heck, dude, this is a $430 Lego clone tank.
Yeah. I could do original illustrations, original art for the screen, you know, because they all, you know, everybody like shows like one image or they show like a little video on loop. I could do like something original for each little story.
Could you also read like from an established book that's in the public domain?
Yes, I could. I could read Lovecraft. I could read Poe.
Well, Lovecraft isn't technically public domain. Lovecraft, it's he let other people use their ideas, like, but it's kind of like a gray area of Lovecraft.
I think his stories are public domain. They're old enough.
Well, is it older? Is it older than 95 years old?
I believe so.
He died in the 40s, I believe.
Yeah, but his stuff was published long before then. Dude, his stuff is public domain. That's the reason people make movies based on his stuff and pay no one anything.
Right.
Well, it's kind of a gray area. But anyway, he was born 1890, so he died in 1937. Not too far from where I live.
I could have swore his works are public domain.
That's interesting. There's a lot of stuff out there in the public domain that you could do.
Yes.
You could do readings of and do illustrations for, and you're not selling anything. You know, you're just making it available.
All works published before 1923 are public domain.
Yeah, you got to make sure it was published before 1923. But anyway, one of his stories actually takes place in a place I could walk down the street and be there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I should do a reading of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. That's a really good book.
Yeah.
I mean, Dracula is a really good book, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Call of Cthulhu is some of his works are, some of them aren't. Call of Cthulhu is in public domain. Mountain of Madness, their copyrights have expired.
Okay.
So there's some of his stuff, like Poe. You could read Poe.
I wonder if I could do take a chapter of a book, do a reading of it, and then sync the reading up with like a speed sketch of an illustration from a scene from that. Oh, that could be really cool.
Exact. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking about doing, but not doing a speed sketch. Just having some original, do really quick Photoshop jobs.
Right.
You know how I could do really, really fast photo manipulation combined with some painting in Photoshop? Doing some stuff like that that's really, really fast. And having a couple of illustrations and just trying to do one story a week. Because some of these story channels, I've been listening to some of them, they have hundreds of thousands of viewers. There's a couple of them that only do one video a week and they have 1 million viewers and get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views.
I wonder if I could do my own twist on it and make the drawing of the image hero-related characters, but set in the world of the story that I'm reading.
You could.
And it would definitely be something that only I would do, you know?
Yeah, there's people that do fantasy stories too. Like there's the Let's Read things, and they read these creepypastas, and they read stories from Reddit, and they read stories that people submit. And some of them are really, like, there's a couple of them I don't think are good, but there's some of them I've started listening to.
Yeah.
And I like it. Things that are really popular, cryptids.
Cryptids, yeah.
Cryptids like Wendigo and Skinwalker stories, that's hugely popular right now. And I actually enjoy listening to some of it. Some of it's really amusing. Some of them aren't. Some of them
Let me ask you a question. How long are these stories usually?
5-10 minutes.
Really? Okay.
They'll make a 15 to 30-minute video of 2 or 3 stories or more, and then they do big compilations of genre.
Fearful Milk, who used to be Yoka Milk, says he has some old creepy stories, short stories.
Stories that you wrote?
Are they stories you wrote, Fearful Milk? Maybe.
Yeah, you could give Avery the license for that.
Yeah.
He says he's been wondering what to do and didn't think he should go on live streams for a while, but now he's ready to with his own stories. Also, I did it for a while. He says, yes, they're his own stories.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, reach out to... Well, I don't think Yoka Milk's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Go on Twitter and reach out to Avery. Send him one of your stories. Let him take a look at it. If it's something he's willing to work on, you know?
Yeah, because I can't do gaming because that freaking video card, the capture card, I bought the wrong one. I can't use it. I don't have $200 to upgrade to Windows 10.
Oh, Fearful Milk says he does have Twitter. Why was I thinking he didn't have Twitter?
I don't know.
Well, how's it supposed to get on the stream?
I sent it to him in the Discord.
Oh.
In my Discord. That's why I didn't think he was on Twitter, is because I always communicate through him with Discord. So
yeah, and I just thought about the story thing because one of those channels I follow, Swamp Dweller, just posted a new video for 10 scary Skinwalker and Wendigo stories. This might be a compilation of his other Wendigo stories from recently, or it might be 10 new ones. It might be a 15-minute video. It might be an hour.
Right. See, I'm thinking if I did something hero related is an illustration, but did it based on, like, say, Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes.
I could do the drawing, sync it up to the reading of the book, and then make the illustration available for sale.
Yes.
That's the whole thing, to be able to sell it. You know?
Yeah. Well, you could do these little adaptions of stuff set in the world of Hero with Hero or Little Hero on adventures and do very simple illustrations. And since you do it all in layers, you can even move them around.
Let me ask you a question. Could I print it and sell it?
What?
If it's based on, like, literally, if I said, okay, I'm going to read the first chapter of Dracula, and I'm going to do an image.
Public domain. You can do Dracula.
Yes.
Heroes Dracula. That'd be cool.
But it doesn't even have to be Heroes Dracula. You can just straight up do Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
You can straight up do Frankenstein. It just can't look like Universal's.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I understand.
It's like the Wizard of Oz in this comic. There's no ruby slippers, but there was silver slippers because that was in the book.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You could do Edgar Allan Poe stories in the world of Hero, and that all his stuff's public domain. Or you could just straight up do Edgar Allan Poe. I was just thinking about, like, I might do gaming anyway. It's just it's going to look like crap for a while.
Right.
Because I'm going to have to stream it on Twitch, then upload it to YouTube, and the video quality's trash. Just one night a week be gaming, and one night a week be stories, and the rest of the time maybe just be art, a couple art videos too.
That could be very cool.
Because what better audience to get to pull into comics? The people that like role playing games, like, so they like things that are story driven, and people that like to listen to stories. I mean, there's people out there that don't just do it for horror; they do that type of thing for fantasy stories as well, dude.
Hold on a second. I think
So you might even do a reading of Hero Book 1.
There's my Discord.
And break it up into chapters.
Yeah.
And like pan through and go and edit your panels together like a motion comic. And dude, I bet you there's a one video a week. There's a year's worth of content there, or more.
Let's see here. Hold on a second, Yoka Milk. Give me a minute. Trying to get things set up here. I don't have my Discord open all the time because it goes chiming like crazy.
I just think it's cool that that's a valid channel model, is narrating stories. There's people that really like it, and it's not just horror; it's fantasy as well. Like check.
Now, do the people that do that kind of stuff, do they do other stuff on their channel as well, or is it strictly that stuff?
They just there's people who are super big, who got established back when posting once a week was good, and they still just post once a week, and they still get like 1 million views. And there's people who are newer who've come along and are building up, and they post 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Just YouTube spooky stories, fantasy stories, and find the people that's what they do. It's horror seems to be the most popular, but there's also fantasy and other stuff too.
Spooky stories, huh?
Or scary stories, or creepypastas, or horror stories from Reddit, or just.
Now, when you say pastas, are you talking like pasta?
No, they're just called creepypasta.
Okay.
It's the term for these internet scary urban hotel.
Okay.
It means this is a spooky story written for the internet.
Yeah.
And they just call it creepypasta. It's the meme name of it.
Well, it comes from copy pasta, copy and paste.
Yes, copy and paste. Yes. But it's the name for the stories written and consumed.
I actually typed in creepypasta, and there's a whole crap load of links.
Yeah, I told you.
When you said pasta, all I could think of is he's out of his mind. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you did. You wouldn't take. When I first started talking about it the other day, you wouldn't take the time to understand what I was saying.
Well, that's because it sounds silly. But I'm following you. I'm with you.
You did. Like, I don't like that because it sounds silly. It's like, dude, have you seen your life's work of the past couple of years? for real, bitch.
Oh, yes, I know. Hey, Yoka Milk, what's going on, man? Are you still having mic problems? Okay, he says he has an idea. I like your Batman shirt. That's cool. All right, hold on a second. Is he opening it? He's opened his Word again. You know how difficult this is going to be to follow along if we're just watching you type? Oh, this kid's hilarious. I love this kid. No, I'm thinking about doing something.
Vampires, because
doing a.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking about doing my own, not interpretation, but what is it called when you take something of somebody else's and you do like your own spin on it?
Adaptation.
Interpretation. There you go.
It does work as interpretation does work as well. Yeah, you could do a Frankenstein adaptation set in Heroes World, and it doesn't have to be canon. It could just for Hero. It could just be something for fun. And yes, you could print that, and you could build an audience doing it here on YouTube. Creepypasta, and you're like, oh, that sounds dumb. Like you didn't take the time to like hear me out and find out what it is. Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, that sounds interesting.
All right, I don't know what Fearful Mope's trying to do. I white boxed him so we could hear what he had to say, and we're waiting.
How about Hero?
Hero
what? But before Hero. You mean a prequel? Oh, before the current events of Hero.
Well, yeah, there's a lot that can be built on. I mean,
yeah, one to be like flashback to something, and there'll be like, I guess you might see some artifacts that might reference a couple things.
Well, yeah, there's almost every character that I've created has some type of backstory that could be delved into at any given time.
Oh yeah,
and, you know,
Brock could be on an adventure that puts him somewhere,
or Hero's dad or something.
Yeah, Hero's dad, or his mom, their parent, all their entire,
hundreds of years before.
Could be. Yep.
Well, they could be like, cities, like ancient artifacts and whatnot, but like info dumps, like how do you like dump info without it being info dump, Oh, yeah, there's like a Batman shadow clone kind of thing.
See, Hero is set in,
or the Gray Ghost.
Hero is set
is the shadow. Sorry.
In a world. It's so far. I'm building that it's like sword and sorcery type stuff, But there's always a chance that there are other stories that could go into different fantasy type of realms and genres. It doesn't have to be swords and sorcery. I mean, there's no end to what we can do with it. So,
have it tie into Hero, kind of like Batman meeting the Gray Ghost or something.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't have to.
So it could have like a Hero before Hero and just be old and retired or something, and have like one last go, like Soul Power and Static Shock.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Disney does a bunch of alternate takes, like where they'll put Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy in stories. Like there's actually a couple of different ones coming out where it's like Disney's version of Dracula, where it's Goofy and Mickey going up against Dracula, and then there's another one where it's Frankenstein's monster, where it's Donald Duck is Frankenstein and creating the monster.
But Milk, like 1,000 years before a Hero, could be like the I guess the people just being hunter gatherers,
Well, you never know.
Or it should be Bronze Age,
Not in fantasy. Look at Elder Scrolls.
Well, 1,000 years before Hero could have been the modern world, and it just got demolished, and everybody. Yeah. There might even have been humans back then. Who knows? No, I don't think so.
No.
Who knows?
Never put humans in an anthro kind of universe. I guess it just wouldn't mix.
Yeah, no, there are no humans in Hero's world. So, no, I'm thinking of something that is completely separate, completely standalone, but it's built in the world of Hero. But it's taking a story, a classic story that everybody knows, everybody's heard of, and puts a different. It puts. Let me think. Puts my twist on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you could do illustrations for that, man. And since you draw and layer, you could even make things move and like learn some of the tricks. Actually, there's a bunch of filters you can get and you know how they'll animate. You use the filter on a photo and it'll animate something in it.
Ugh.
And this could give me an
Just
opportunity.
lightning effects and things.
Yeah, this could
Get
give
some
me
of those and
this could give me an opportunity to go all crazy and do something completely different with the art style. So
yeah. I mean, they could be like little web comic, like those. You know those animated those animated comics Marvel was producing. They were kind of like halfway. They were almost like a cartoon, but not.
he says a hero with a Gatling gun going full Rambo with Dracula.
Well,
Hey,
typically Rambo, he doesn't like to be seen, but once he's seen, he just blows shit up.
hey, you never know. That could possibly be a future story, you know. But
Yeah, Rambo, like he's gonna kill cops with bows and arrows and traps.
He could come across a civilization in his world that's really advanced, that's almost steampunk.
Haven't you already planned on something like that?
we have different ideas. I don't. One thing he says is hero, but 18 plus version. I've thought about doing a non for kid hero book, but it can be done. I mean, I have a lot of different characters that their stories could be, you know.
Didn't you say you plan on like having hero be like Harry Potter, it would grow with the reader?
Yeah. But there may be other stories that are more, I don't want to say mature because that's not what I'm going for, but have more.
Like I chat with like this Brony friend, and he like reads this Fallout Equestria stuff, and it's kind of like it's pretty much Fallout, but only with ponies.
Oh, see, that's just too much, man. I don't think it's just too much.
It could be Fallout Hero Edition or whatever. What is the world of Hero?
What is the world of Hero?
What's the name of the world?
New Olympia.
Oh yeah, Fallout New Olympia or something.
Yep. Well,
but it wouldn't be Fallout though. Like you can't use that word because there's the idea of monopolization and whatnot.
Actually, he could use the word Fallout. He's just got to change the context and the font.
yeah, I've got little bunny rabbits
But
running around.
they
That's
fall
not
outside. Like they fall out of a bedroom window.
Yeah. And the world ends.
All right. Well, we've killed our viewership. We're down to 2 viewers, and I know one of them's me. So.
Yeah, and that one's me.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up the stream tonight. I appreciate everybody who came by. Ahmed, I hope to see you this weekend. Fearful Milk, thank you so much for coming by and adding to the conversation. But if you've got stories, reach out to Avery. Share one with him and let him take a look at it and see what he thinks and go from there, you know. But R2D2 for life. I know you've already left. Looks like Scott was in here too. But I appreciate everybody that came by, and we will do this again on Friday in preparation for the big weekend, because you know Father's Day should be a big, huge weekend for everybody. This coming from a father. As a matter of fact, I feel like you all are my children, and I expect gifts.
That's so corny.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'll get you the same thing I'm getting my dad.
Oh! Are you going to send me
a
little card with a poem in it?
I was guessing your tie.
My dad's dead.
Oh.
He's not going to get his dad anything.
Yeah, put a tie on his tombstone.
Yeah, no, my dad doesn't have a tombstone.
Well, put it in his urn or something. I don't know.
Doesn't have an urn.
Just say to yourself, thinking about your dad, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
If your dad's still around, make sure you give him a call. I read somewhere they were talking about this. Father's Day is the most used. It's the day that more people make collect calls on Father's Day than almost every other day of the year.
Why not Mother's Day?
Would you call your mother collect?
Wait, who calls collect anymore?
Yeah, exactly. But nobody does it anymore. But when they do, it's usually on Father's Day. Father's Day. It's like they did a thing once. They were asking like pizza places what was the most busiest day for pizza, and it was during the OJ Bronco chase. It's like one of the biggest pizza ordering delivery days ever. was during the Broncos, the OJ Bronco chase. Father's Day is the day everybody, makes a collect call. I'm not saying they're calling their dad, but it's just what it is. I don't know. I haven't called anybody collect in years.
Yeah. It's been so long.
You'd have to find a payphone. You have any idea where a payphone's at?
In museums and in people's private collections. They hook up a
pretty much.
landline to it.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all coming in. Commodore, Yokamil, Avery, thanks a lot. We're going to end this, and we'll catch you all Friday. Bye, everybody.